talk about the new record. We're celebrating new music with Clive Edwards, and of course, Lionheart, The Grace of a Dragonfly. You guys are hitting on all cylinders now, and Views for Victory, Fight 19, so many great songs.
Yeah.
Talk about the band coming together and making such a strong record at this time.
Well, it was, I mean, we had COVID and it kind of ruined, well, not ruined, but it got in the way of the previous album, The Reality of Miracles, which came out and COVID hit. And as you know, the world kind of went, well, stop, pause. And
Right.
So that was, a bit of a blow. But there was definitely this thing like, okay, next album, we start thinking about it. And it was Lee who was writing these words and bits of songs and everything. And it was all going towards that theme, of little ships and, V for Victory and all of these things. And we had a bit of a chat saying, well, look, do we stick with this, or just do we take a couple of these and put them on, or do we actually try to build a picture around this theme? So it took a little bit of thought and debate and everything else, because it's a big step. And I did say, I think sometimes you have to stand up and be brave, and because everybody's doing similar things, which is one of my bugbears at the moment. There's a lot of great bands out there and great musicians, and they all seem to be trying to make the same record. They've got their own little slant, but it's not like and that's what rock music has always been. It's been a bit edgy. It's about taking a risk, taking a chance, do something. Is it different? Does it set it apart? I mean, the music stands for itself, but doing that kind of thing, it isn't standard practice, and it's all, oh, is it a risk? Well, sometimes you have to take risks. So once we'd made up the mind, yeah, okay, we'll do this, it just grew and grew and grew. All these tracks were suddenly getting refined. Obviously, Steve Mann's a bit of a genius when it comes to the studio, and you've got these fantastic singers. They've got this fantastic blend. You've got Steve, Lee, Rocky, and Dennis, and you can hear that sound of the Lionheart BVs coming in, and those choruses just, I'm gushing. I'm getting carried away, but they are there. They are that good. So that's where it came from. And this is also while everybody is doing lots of other stuff, but we all, got a big dedication slice for Lionheart. We make time, we find time, we make sure that it gets done. And it's a labor of love. And there were times when I did think, well, maybe, it could take 5 years. It didn't, because once things start to roll and start to, get in there, and you've got more of a finished picture, it picks up momentum, and bang, there you go. You got Grace of a Dragonfly.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful package. The cover art, the recording, the caliber of the musicianship is stellar. I want to encourage everyone to go out and get that Lionheart record.
Yeah, it's an absolute corker. And you mentioned the artwork, Tristan Greytritz. What a great artistic genius. I mean, I would quite happily, in fact, I will do at some point, I'm going to get that sleeve framed because I adore it. And, the iconic Spitfires with the Dragonfly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the whole thing is, based around World War II, but it's not, saying this is good. It's about humanity. It's about the effects of these things on people, not pointing fingers, putting blame or promoting it, making it sound, it's about, I mean, there's certain things, in there that are subjects that we thought were important. And I think to a certain extent, it's important for the people who actually died in that, for some, for somebody is going to do it to make music and incorporate that it's done in a way to say thank you to them without glorifying what happened or whatever. But these people lived through a time that I thankfully, and probably all of us, have never had to go through, and God forbid we do. But I think it's a great celebration rather than writing a song about, oh, I'm going to go out and get wrecked tonight, or I'm going to go, oh, I've lost my baby. She's, it's like, yeah, it's great. There's nothing wrong in writing songs about the same old, but it's a challenge to do something and to, push it along. I mean, you've got, Jeff Wayne with War of the Worlds, etc., which is brilliant, and but that's a written story, so it's an adaptation of. And I suppose actually World War II is a written story in a lot of ways, but but it's that challenge of trying to do something that's different and gives credit to people without making it sound like, oh yeah, we were the big strong ones. It's not about that. It's about human experience and life.
Well, we congratulate you. Our special guest is the one and only Clive Edwards, drummer extraordinaire. Go check out Lionheart and the new record, lionheartrock.com website. Get that and enjoy classic rock with classic musicians. Clive, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a real pleasure. Look forward to staying in touch with you.
Well, thank you so much for asking me, and very pleased to do it. And yeah, let's get some real rock going around the world. COVID's over. Let's go out there and really set things on.
Let's enjoy every moment. Thanks again, Clive.
Okay.